All right. Welcome back to Why Math Why. It's been too long, y'all. I've missed y'all. So we're gonna go over counting today, and I don't mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might think, wow, who is this kindergartner writing in this terrible font right here? That would be me. We're not going over how to count like that. We're going over how to count like how many different combinations of things there are. If you've ever gone to a restaurant and not known what you wanted, it's actually excusable, and I'm going to show you why. Let's say you go to a restaurant, and it's a small restaurant, and they don't have many options. Let's say they have, 5 different appetizers, if you're an appetizer person, so 5 different apps. Let's say that they have 11, it's my favorite number, different entrees on the menu. Let's say that they have 7 different drinks and 3 different kinds of desserts. Don't know what they are. The details don't matter, but they're all unique, meaning 11 entrees, no 2 of them are the same. You're not going to have like chicken parm 1 and chicken parm 2. The question is, how many different ways can you eat at this place? Like I'm always fascinated by the fact that I go to a place and I get the same old thing every time because, I'm used to what I get. Sometimes I live on the wild side and I want to get everything that the restaurant has and as many combinations as they have. So this restaurant's a small restaurant, I think we can agree. The question is, how many different meals can we have if you're going to have 1 appetizer, 1 entree, 1 drink, and 1 kind of dessert? Of course, you could gorge yourself and just have every single kind all at once. But that's not a combination. So 1 of each. So this is how I want to think about it with a counting principle. The end result is very easy to calculate, but I want to show you why. So I'm going to show you the end result first. Sorry about that. Low budget filming. The end result is that you're going to take the 11. So you have 11 entrees. You're going to multiply that by the 7 drinks. You're going to multiply that by the 5 appetizers. And the order doesn't matter because we're multiplying, and multiply all of that by the 3 desserts. And you do that out, and what do you get? You get 1,155 different combinations. So let's say you were complaining, saying this restaurant doesn't have that many options. I beg to differ. There's 1,155 different ways that you could eat there, assuming you're going to get 1 appetizer, 1 entree, 1 drink, and 1 dessert. There's actually more ways than that if you combine the other ways that you could get things, like one day you don't have a dessert and you just have an appetizer, an entree, and a drink. So how the heck do I get this number? And why do we multiply it? It's a very simple thing to see, but it's absolutely amazing to me. So let's start out with the best part first, desserts. Let's assume that you have 3 desserts, right? So you have dessert 1, dessert 2, and dessert 3. Off of dessert 1, let's say that you pick dessert 1. Off of dessert 1, let's say that we're going to look at the drinks next. So we've got desserts. You have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bet you didn't think you'd be listening to a video of somebody counting. You have 7 different branches you could go off of. Dessert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same thing for number 2. And the same thing for number 3, and so on and so forth. So you now have 3 times 7 different ways that you could order desserts and drinks. And then off of each of these branches, so you have, let's say, dessert 1, drink 1, you have 11 entrees. So I'm just going to put the number 11 there, the number 11 there, the number 11 there, the number 11 there, and so on and so forth with 11s on all of these branches. So you'd have 7 11s here, 7 11s there, and 7 11s there, which is 7 times 11 on each of these times 3. Because you've got 3 7 times 11s. And then you can extend out that thinking to then put 5 appetizers on each of these. So you'd have 3 times 7 times 11 times 5 apps off of each branch. So when I think about counting, I think about branches. And I look at my hands. And I think, wow, there's so many different combinations of things that I could do. And I end up just wanting to curl up in a ball and cry because at that point, I just can't make up my mind further. Gotta love math. Y'all, I hope this was cool for you. It's a little bit on the lengthier side video-wise, but it's all about finding combinations very simply, very easily. I might come back with a video in the future about the factorial, which is fantastic. But until then, keep mathing hard, y'all. Hopefully your summer's off to a great start. I know mine is with some math. Peace.